English teacher, Part 16. The shape that learning about others. The shape that a society takes is largely determined by learning, which is generally a social process greatly facilitating by clear communication, that is, the exchange or sharing of thoughts and feelings through symbols that represent approximately the same conceptual experience for everyone involved. Johnson & Johnson, 1975, page 100. Such communication is the basis of interpersonal and good relationships. Communicating feelings. The process of human interaction or dealing with others begins with one person's attempt to send a message, that is, to communicate a meaning or a feeling to another. The sender has a mental image that he or she encodes spoken language in print or writing, in a drawing or a diagram, or in a body language. Each sender's method of encoding depends on his or her background, circumstances, interests, values, intent, and the way of interpreting and communicating. All these factors may differ somewhat from the corresponding factors affecting the receivers of the message. Thus, the sender often needs to check with the receivers to discover whether he or she has received and understands the message as the sender intends it. The following are some of the most critical factors in sending and receiving messages in the classroom. Number 1, open, trusting, and supportive teacher-student relationship. Number 2, clarity of expression. Number 3, use of relevant pictures, objects to support verbal messages. Number 4, obvious sincerity about the message. Number 5, adapting the message to the learner's level of understanding. Number 6, checking that the learner has understood the message. Basic communication skills. Although communication skills include body language, speaking, listening, observing, writing, and reading, we shall focus here on verbal and non-verbal communication skills, which we shall term the basic communication skills. Verbal communication skills. When you hear the term communication, you are likely to think first of the spoken language, for human voice brings words to life. The words you speak, their meanings, and your manner of the delivery. The firmness and modulation of your tone, timbre, and resonance, and the tempo, pitch, loudness of your voice, which will shape the message you send to your students, stimulating their thoughts and feelings, and helping them to frame concepts. The words you choose and the way you use them should promote positive feelings, clear understanding, and the process of learning. Many variables determine the teaching power of verbal messages. These variables include how well the message is organized, what strength of the feeling it delivers, and at what point in a lesson it is presented. Students remember more of a lesson and that presents opposing views, or are positive or negative rather than neutral in feeling or tone. To send effective oral messages to your pupils, you will need to develop good speaking skills that incorporate with the following features, and they are audibility, clarity, precise enunciation, variety and emphasis, correct language, lack of mannerisms. Well, we'll get to all of them in detail, one after another, and we'll explain them, and then we'll have the non-verbal communications, where we'll discuss eye contact, facial expression, motion, gestures, physical contact, silence. We'll also talk about the space and time as communication tools. We'll have the communication congruence in our next video.